Hello and welcome to the Rocket News. Today I will tell you about a neural network that has created its own language that scientists can decipher. Tesla investors who wish that Musk will shut up. New Energica Experia Green Tourer and electric motorcycles that will change the rules. Tesla's Humanoid Optimus, which is almost ready. And Blue Origin with its tourist route in the cosmos. All of this right now. Let's go! Let's start today's episode with the neural network, namely the DALL. This is a neural network trained by the research company OpenAI to generate various images and art from natural language text. And why is that surprising, you may say? But it's not that simple. Earlier, developers discovered that DALL is capable of plausibly combining unrelated concepts and creating anthropomorphic versions of animals and objects. DALL 2 works in conjunction with Clip, a computer vision system that OpenAI announced last year. DALL creates illustrations, photos, and rendering based on a simple description. For example, it can depict a cat in a bow tie, or, for example, this is what a result created by a neural network on demand of a cool panda rolling around on a skateboard in Santa Monica looks like. For now, the version is only accessible to a group of users via whitelist. Users are not allowed to upload or create images that could cause harm, including anything involving hate symbols, nudity, or obscene gesture. They must also disclose artificial intelligence's role in creating the images. The neural network will later be added to the API so that it can be used by third-party developers. Researchers using artificial intelligence with machine learning often don't know exactly how their algorithms solve the problems they encounter. Similarly, with DALL 2, scientists still didn't understand what processes were going on inside this black box. Having uncovered them, the researchers have now come to a surprising conclusion. Artificial intelligence has created its own language to build images. For example, this phrase, which we have never been able to pronounce, means birds, and this phrase means bugs or pests. The authors noticed that the DALL 2 system, which creates an images based on the text entered, will under certain circumstances return meaningless words. For example, an image with the word airplane will often return some gibberish. At the first, it seemed like a bug, but then scientists conclude that the sequence of letters in the words returned was not random. To check this, the scientists simply feed the neural network the words it has previously generated. It turned out that these sets of letters did indeed have meanings the program, and they meant the same things that had previously been entered into the system. This could mean that the neural network is covering human words of its own for some reason, so that it can more easily generate images from them. Yes, my friends, the new Pablo Picasso or Salvador Dali of our age could be an artificial intelligence app. It's amazing the times we live in. And to make sure you don't miss it when it happens, you can subscribe to our channel and of course press the bell to be informed in the time with all important news. At the same time, after Elon Musk concerns about the United States economy and announced a 10% reduction in Tesla stock, the company's stock price rushed down. On Friday, about $775 was given for one Tesla share. Now it's about $700. This is a huge drop. Not only injured investors, but also directly affected the state of Elon Musk. Elon Musk has often pointed out that Tesla is the largest electric car manufacturer in the world in terms of the numbers of employees. The company now employs about 100,000 people. However, soon Tesla workforce will be less. Musk, as we said, announced layoffs. A message sent to executives by Musk on Thursday laid out his concerns and told them to pause all hiring worldwide, and that means approximately 10% of employees need to be laid off. It turns out that about 10,000 employees will lose their jobs. According to Forbes, in about a day the state of the head of Tesla decreased by $60.9 billion. However, this did not prevent Musk from remaining the richest man in the world. Forbes estimates the entrepreneur's fortune at $260.8 billion. As for investors' dissatisfaction, it was expressed in his own words by the chief market strategist of Miller Tobacco Plus company, Matt Maley. The main thing investors are probably thinking about right now is that Musk must shut up. As the Gadget Tendency says, the financial analyst also noted that Musk has been surprisingly quiet over the past week and stocks have been doing well. But then the head of Tesla wrote a letter about the layoffs, it becomes known journalist, and the wave of negativity started by itself. If we're still talking about Elon, let's continue with him and its robots that will replace humans. When first announcing the project Optimus last year, Musk said that Tesla would have a working prototype by the end of the 2022 and focus on developing it this year so that it can be put on the assembly line at the Texas plant as early as next year in 2023. This week the billionaire announced on his Twitter page that the AI Day event has been postponed until September 3rd. Precisely for the opportunity to demonstrate a working prototype of the robot Optimus. It is noteworthy that Musk warned in advance, especially mistrustful followers, about the lack of possibilities to organize a revolt of machines by these robots, and even if there is a threat to human health, people will have the opportunity to overcome the machines or run away from it. The first sphere of application of Tesla Optimus will be the use of robots at a factory in Texas, where they'll be involved in monotonous operations. At first, they will be simple and do not require particularly complex manipulations. For example, they will be entrusted with moving goods around the territory in proportion to their technical capabilities. For Tesla workers, this can only mean a new layoffs. Good news, friends, for motorcycle enthusiasts. Energica company, known for its sporty electric motorcycles, has unveiled its new model known as Energica Experia Green Tourer. Focused on comfort, the electric motorcycle combines a large battery with fast charging. Energica claims the new model has the longest range of any electric motorcycle. It has a range of 420 km in the city and 209 km on the highway, and the top speed is limited to 118 km per hour. Xperia is the company's first electric motorcycle, built from the ground up, a new frame with new geometry and steering angle as well as new body panels. The company claims to have used a new technology to reduce the weight of its heaviest components. For example, the engine, with a peak output of 75 kW, is 10 kg lighter thanks to the upgraded design. Nevertheless, the long-range motorcycle is still quite heavy, 260 kg. A pair of USB ports have been placed on the dashboard and another one inside the lockable waterproof storage compartment. The launch edition modification will include hard cases that add 112 liters of storage space and a heated handlebar. No price has yet been announced, but pre-orders start today and deliveries should start in a few months after years of development. Do you like motorcycles? Write in the comments below if you would like to see the Tesla motorcycle in the future. From Earth's atmosphere, our rocket goes directly into the cosmos. The American company Blue Origin has successfully conducted another suborbital flight of its spacecraft New Shepard. This time there were 6 tourists on board. The launch took place from the launch pad near the town of Van Horn in Texas, after which the ship climbed to an altitude of about 100 km, at which the tourists were in a state of weightlessness. Shortly before that, the rocket stage separated from the ship. The rocket landed in automatic mode at the spaceport New Shepard. A few minutes later, also landed with the help of parachute. The flight lasted a total of just over 10 minutes. The launch was the 5th New Shepard flight with tourists on board. The previous launches took place in July, October and December 2022, as well as on March 31 of this year. And that's all news for today. Thank you for watching, and if you like what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. This will motivate us to make new cool content. See you in the next episode. Bye!